Now we're live. We're live. All right, so this is a unique situation, podcast episode from Lighthouse Tattoos here in Westwood, New Jersey. I'm with Ray, the owner.
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, I mean, this is not your typical podcast that you've seen me do, but I'm very interested in Ray, and we've had some conversations, got to know each other a little bit.
Let's take this off.
Yeah, and now we're going to get to know each other a lot a bit. And I had this idea that, hey, listen, I've been wanting to get another tattoo. Why not do the podcast while getting one? So, Ray, you ready to rock and roll or what?
Let's do this, man.
Let's do this. All right. So, as you prep me and get me going, tell everybody a little bit about yourself. What got you into tattoos?
All right, cool. So, I went to art school, and like most artists, like we want to do everything. But I ended up doing graphic design. I had a kid pretty young, so felt like I had to get a job, 9 to 5.
It's fun.
So I did graphic design for a while, and also got into some airbrushing. And in that time, met some really good people, and one of those, my friend, his name is also Ray, got into tattooing, so I kind of finagled my way into his shop because I was burnt out on graphic design.
Where was the shop? Where's the first shop?
So shout out Lost Lies. That was a golden time for me. It was 4 of us. Fantastic people.
Oh, that's awesome.
Taught me.
This is your first experience tattooing?
Yeah, that was my first. That's where I did my apprenticeship.
Okay.
So Tone was the owner. Amazing. He's like the Buddha of fucking tattooing. My boy Ray, Mikey Maz. Shout out to Mikey Maz. And then there was Eli, who was the piercer. Mm-hmm. But it was a great time. Great time in my life. Learned a lot. Grew a lot.
How old were you at this time?
So it was late. I was a late bloomer. So I started at 34.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
so
you were doing graphics.
Yeah,
and you were already in the art
I was already
game.
an adult.
Yeah.
So I had a kid at 19, so I was an adult at 19.
So your kid's 15 at the time you decide to tattoo. Your kid's 15 years old.
Yeah. So I was apprenticing maybe 2 years, and then I said, hey, fuck it, let's do it full time. And then I was broke for 2 years after that, working 7 days a week, making shit money. But learning.
Tattooing.
Yeah, tattooing. Yeah.
What is it? Is it tough to crack? Is it a hard industry to crack and understand like how to make a living out of it? Or?
So yeah, it's definitely. You're basically artist for hire, right? Mm-hmm. So anything for hire, you're at the mercy of whatever the market, people knowing you, people trusting you, and that takes so much time to build and build that trust with people.
Yeah.
My awesome wife Lauren, shout out to her. She worked in Patterson at the time, and the shop was in Haledon, so I was literally right down the street.
She was also a tattoo artist?
No, she's actually an art teacher.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So a lot of her coworkers came and got tattooed. A couple of my boys, in particular, my boy Eddie, he owned a gym, so he sent a lot of people my way. Or he didn't own a gym, but he was like a gym trainer. So I kind of built a good clientele very quickly. So I was broke for 2 years, and I just remember one Christmas, one December, like it just was nonstop, and then it kind of took off from there. Yeah.
That's crazy. So when did you leave the situation with? Where was the first shop?
Haledon.
Yeah, so when did you decide to leave that shop and I guess open up your own or?
No, so I was about 5 years deep.
So you had a run. This is
yeah.
Run
I was there
crew.
for a while.
Okay.
It was a great shop. I mean, there was no reason to leave.
What was your reason for leaving?
Well, it changed ownership. A shout out to Icy. Icy took over. He's an awesome dude too. And there was no beef or anything. I was just felt like it was time for me personally to grow. So I kind of moved on from there. Dipped my toes at a couple different shops, see what it was like out there in the world.
Yeah.
So.
And then when did you open up? Lighthouse is your first brand?
Yeah, so Lighthouse, I was probably 10 years into tattooing at the time. So, I was in Haledon. I worked in Bloomfield for a while. I was in the city for a while. Shout out Red Baron and Grant. Those people are awesome over there. I was at a place in Englewood for a while. Secaucus, Our Lady of Ink. Shout out to Rob, the owner there.
Oh, you bounced around.
Yeah. I
you're
mean,
journeyman.
I wanted to be, be well-rounded and learn from everybody. I learned as much as about the business as I could.
Yeah.
Because I felt like there's almost a ceiling, you could only do this for so long, right?
Yeah, how do you maximize? Like, how does a tattoo artist become uberly? And I guess the success is like subjective, right? Like financial success, sure, but how do you get to become a top tier tattoo artist and like well-rounded or making the kind of income?
Once I figure it out, I'll let you know.
Fair enough. We're all trying to figure it out in our respective fields. Yeah, I get it. I mean,
it really has to do with. There's a lot of factors: work ethic, your work itself, your community base. If you got a lot of friends who like to get tattooed, and you could just rock on them, and that puts that work out there, and you could build that clientele up locally. I started kind of late, so. Like I didn't really have all my friend group everybody was fucking old by then. You know what I mean? In their 30s and working.
Yeah, and getting a tattoo like a family man getting a tattoo. Yeah, less of them at least.
Yeah.
Here I am.
Yeah, now this is the right age to honestly get tattooed. You're a little more settled in your life.
Sure.
Kind of know what you want. I'm sure you have some young and dumb tattoos like us all.
I just told you about the first one on my chest.
Yeah.
He was a guy fresh out of prison. I think he was like a week out of prison.
So my first tattoo was my daughter's name on my chest. I was 19.
Yep.
Got at some backstreet shop in Newark, and I later ended up getting robbed in front of that shop.
No.
Yeah.
Like another day or later that day?
It was another day. Yeah. It was an airbrush shop in the front and like a tattoo shop in the back.
You gotta love it.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. What was the inspiration behind Lighthouse? Like, why Lighthouse?
You want the real story?
I do.
Okay, so me and my wife, we haven't done it recently, but we used to take a lot of bike rides, like Sunday morning dates, and just kind of go to different places, hit up different like coffee shops, and we'd smoke a little joint on the way to get us talking and whatnot. And then she was like, "Oh my God, you're like the light," because we were bouncing a bunch of different. It's like you're like, and I was like, "Oh shit, Lighthouse."
Oh, just
yeah. It was just in a fucking high conversation.
Yeah.
Literally, and then. But it actually has, obviously deeper meanings. Lighthouses are, kind of that beacon, right? And it's very palatable to the suburban housewife too.
Correct.
Like it's not like some crazy,
Yes.
like Devil's Child or something.
Blacked out ink.
Yeah. And it's a big phallic symbol, so you can't beat that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's good. And nothing like a little joint on the to set the mood. I feel like a lot of my best ideas, probably the majority of my best ideas, have come a little inebriated.
Yeah.
What's like your goal in life? Like outside of tattooing, what is it that you personally, like what motivates you and what are you looking to accomplish in your life personally?
So I always feel like I have so much more to do. Like as far as art's my calling. Like I've been an artist. Yeah. And I feel like I have so much more to produce, and it's produced through work. It's basically putting the time in, and whatever comes out of it comes out of it. And some of it's great, some of it's shit. But it's that just doing that work really. And you find new places inside yourself. You find out new things about yourself. It's moving meditation, all those things.
Do you meditate?
I don't. No.
Well, I bet you do, and you don't even realize.
Like painting is moving.
It is. Like even when I run, we were talking about the other day. You saw me running.
Yeah. Fuck running.
I know. I'm so dialed in. But yeah, when I get into
running for fun, you crazy?
It is a therapy for me. Like
it's great.
Yeah, I put my podcast in or some songs, and I kind of just go, and it's 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I bang out a couple miles. It's nice. But in the art world, like, is there something in particular that you're looking to accomplish?
I mean, the art world, like every other world, is kind of run by money.
Yeah,
which is fine.
Yeah,
I don't hate money. I don't love money. It's like one of those things. And if I get discovered for being an artist through my work, that's kind of like, you know, the icing on the cake, and supporting myself as an artist financially. That's fantastic. But you know, the work is literally it's almost selfish. Where it's like I'm making it for me.
Sure.
You know,
I think that's a good point though, because you know, as somebody, I'm an artist in and of itself too. You know, and I do music, and I've made music, and I feel like music, especially since I don't put it out anymore, it is all for me to get it out of my head, out of my heart. You know, I think there's beauty in that though. You know, the one thing is, I do want it to inspire people. You know, I don't even know about reaping the benefits. I'd love to be able to reap the benefits of my art, but I also want to inspire people. I want people to feel something. If two people feel something from the art, I feel like that's an accomplishment.
And it doesn't have to be the same thing. It doesn't.
You know, it doesn't.
You ever get like goosebumps when you listen to a song? That's
often.
That's like.
I've cried. I cry in my car sometimes alone.
That's your deeper self, like really feeling it. You know, without any physical restriction. You know.
Yeah, and I think it's important to pay attention to that. Like I you know, I don't know how not in everybody else's body or mind or you know anything like that. So I can only speak for myself. But like when I feel that, I pay attention to it. Yeah. You know, I remove a lot of people's opinions at that point. It's not about what anybody else thinks about it. It's this moved me in a certain way for a reason. It's kind of important to tap into that and not forget.
Absolutely.
You know, because it does also, those kind of moments become the inspiration for a lot of amazing things if you pay attention to it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, let's talk a little bit about your history, man. Like, we talked before. You're Guyanese and Hungarian, right? So, family. It's a unique blend.
Yeah.
I think that's fair to say.
Very
right?
unique blend.
Very unique blend.
I'm a hybrid.
You are definitely. I mean, I feel like everybody's a hybrid. I'm Italian and Irish, but I got a million other things in me too.
Yeah, same.
What was it like? You grew up here. Your family. When did they move to America?
So I was born in Canada.
Okay.
My dad kind of getting out of Guyana, there was only one way to do it, and that was like really through education. And he's kind of Indian descent, and Indian parents don't play when it comes to education. Like get beat with the belt type of thing. So he saw that as his opportunity to actually, you know, get out of a poor little country. You know, there's a small world, you know, and there's a whole big world out there. So he ended up, you know, doing really good in his studies, and he ended up moving to Hungary. Well, he bounced around a while, but he moved to Hungary for a job. And that's where he met my mom. He met my mom in the club.
Oh yeah, you're a club baby.
Oh yeah. So downtown Budapest.
Is it a vibe? Is that like clubby? Is it?
Budapest is awesome, man.
Is it?
You need to go.
Yeah.
It's often the double for filming in Paris.
Okay. Why? Why is?
Just
the style
architecture-wise.
Okay, got it.
It's gorgeous there.
So people are trying to like portray, or we're shooting in Paris, for instance. They will finish it. Yeah. Is it cheaper?
It's cheaper. Yeah. A lot of movies are filmed in Hungary, actually.
Is there any ones in particular that we know of?
Well, recently, I can't think of anything off the top. But it's, you know.
But it's one of those spots.
Yeah, it's one of those places.
Yeah. Well, you find out a lot of things. We were talking about Game of Thrones, for instance. We'll get into that because I definitely want to talk Game of Thrones. But when you find out like where they shoot, sometimes it's shocking.
Yeah.
You know, like you'll find out they shot everything in whatever, Scotland or Ireland or whatever, and you're like, wow, really? Yeah. You know, it's not what I would have.
And now you want to go there.
Oh, of course, dude. I'm Irish, and I've been wanting to go there.
Yeah, same.
I want to go to Ireland so bad, dude. I've heard my uncle goes all the time, and he's like, he swears up and down. He's like, it's the most beautiful. Scenic.
Yeah. There's a couple conventions I want to hit up. That's like the beauty of tattooing. It's all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
So if I want to travel, say in Germany, I could just go, you know, do a little workation, spend a little time working, try to make some money, and then go travel around, you know.
How does that work? If you were to go to another country, how do you get clientele in something like that? Is it really a trade show of sorts?
Yeah, you could, you know, advertising is probably the biggest thing to do, but like if you have people there, I have a ton of actually family in Europe, Switzerland, Austria, Hungary, so I could travel to any one of those places and have some sort of base there at least.
I'm going to be here from this day to this day, and get it out there.
Germany, I found long lost sister who lives in
Really?
right outside of Berlin.
Like blood. This is blood. Half sister, full sister.
Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Yeah, well, he's a club guy.
Back in those European days. So yeah, he wanted to conquer Europe.
Yeah, he conquered.
As a young man.
He conquered.
So yeah, he ended up having a daughter who's actually older than my oldest daughter. So we just found her.
That's crazy.
Outside of Berlin.
How long ago was this?
Within the last couple of years.
Okay.
Yeah, we just saw her in October. So
you guys get along?
Yeah, I mean I've only met her a handful of times.
Yeah. It's interesting. That's wild.
Very sweet, very sweet.
That's a crazy thing that you find that you have.
Ancestry. Ancestry.com, man. It's ruining families together.
yeah. Which one is up for debate?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So is there a like when it comes to tattooing? Is there what is the origin of tattooing that you are aware of? Like, where did it begin, and where should you go if you're tattooing?
So, I mean, origin of tattooing goes back as old as man.
Yeah.
Look at any African tribe, even just the scarification.
You don't have a brand? Do you know I have a brand?
Do you really? Is that a sorority thing?
No.
I mean,
it's
not a sorority.
Very drunk football players being idiots
nice.
Thing. Yeah, and then walked away with a really bad burn, bro.
Nice.
Yeah, but anyway, keep going.
Yeah, I mean, they found out the Iceman Ötzi. He's like 5,000 years old.
He was tatted up?
He has like 60 tattoos.
Really?
Yeah.
How did they do it back then? Is it like the
tapping?
Yeah, tapping.
Yeah. Something sharp and some like maybe some charcoal and a little water.
Probably is charcoal good for the?
Yeah, it's carbon.
Yeah,
it's just carbon. Yeah.
So okay, let's get into that then. Again, I want to go back to like some origin stuff because I know that tattoos and styles come from very different places, and I know that that's part of it. So I'd love to tap into that a little bit. But when what you said, hold on, you said, what did you say? What was the last thing you said?
The dude, Iceman?
Iceman, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, so 60 okay, so with the ink, how is this not, like, what is it about tattoos? And is it just because it's touching, what is it, the endodermal?
So it goes into the second layer of skin.
Okay.
And then there's these things called microphages that they see it as a foreign body and then just kind of encapsulates it and then just stores it there. So you're basically just seeing the storage of the ink is what's left over.
And it never gets, and that's why I've always been interested. Like
it's slowly, so over time, even on like a cellular molecular level, things are always shifting. Cells are always dying and being regenerated. Yeah. So that shifts things around all the time. So that's why like thin lines over time blur because everything's just slightly traveling.
Yep.
But it never really. I mean, your body is going to try to get rid of it. It's a foreign object, but it just kind of those little things encapsulate it, and it just kind of stays there.
It's crazy. I've always wanted. When I was 18 years old, I wanted to get St. Michael across my back, so the wings all the way across. It hurt, the angel coming down, and it's gonna be a whole thing. I've always been interested in getting tattoos. Like now that you're gonna be my guy. You might be my guy moving forward.
Yeah, I should be your guy.
You are my guy moving forward. Tell me a little bit about what inspires you nowadays. Is it the kids? Is it
It's the money. No, I'm kidding.
It's part of it. No, it's got to be part of it.
That's not the money. Not being a tattooer.
Yeah.
No, I mean I'm an artist, and I was put on this world. That's why I switched up my career because I was doing graphic design, and I was at some point I just realized that I was kind of born to make things with my hands. It's not any knock against graphic design. It has it's
different. It's different.
I mean, this design theory is amazing. It was great. It was great to learn.
Yeah.
But I couldn't sit in front of a computer for 8
not
hours
for you.
a day.
Yeah.
I was my last job. I was kind of like full-time freelance.
Okay.
And I could only get through a 5-hour day in front of. And it was like, I have to go. I have to leave. I can't fucking be here anymore.
Yeah.
So it was actually that job. I would leave early and go do my apprenticeship afterwards.
Wow.
So, I had one foot out the door for a while.
Is there anything that like people need to know about tattooing or, art or like, what is it that you would give like an artist, an up and coming, let's go that route. What would you give an up and coming artist? Like, what would you tell them to tap into most importantly?
Your patience, honestly. It was probably the hardest thing I've ever had to learn.
In what respect?
So there's so much technical stuff about the skin that can't be taught any other way besides tattooing.
Mm-hmm. Like actually going through the process and doing it.
The skin is not like a stretched canvas.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean? It has its own elasticity, some 3 dimensions. Everybody's skin's slightly different, how they take ink. If you lotion, like you could be dry as fuck. And or if you're on steroids, it changes the skin. There's so many things to learn. And the only way to learn it is to do it. And then the only way to get better is to see that tattoo come back healed. Because you could see instantly where you fucked up, what you could improve on next time. And that literally takes time. There's no other way.
Yeah.
No other way to see it for yourself. You could be taught till you're blue in the face, but until you see a shitty tattoo come back, you're like, oh.
Yeah. Have you ever had one of those?
Fucked up on.
Have you ever had one of those? Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
Also, my leg was my first tattoo. I tattooed myself.
It was
it was ridiculous. But,
that's the first time you ever tattooed was when you tattooed yourself?
Yeah,
You did it yourself, yeah.
What is it? My boy Ray,
Okay.
shout out to Ray again,
Yeah.
he took me to Maxx, which is it's a tattoo supply place down on Canal Street. We bought a tattoo kit.
I just went for it.
Yeah, and he was like, oh, you got to practice tracing. I practiced tracing for maybe like 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
I'm ready.
And then I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's just do it.
I got this.
And he was there. He kind of like guided me through it.
Yeah.
But man, it was one of those beginner's luck kind of tattoos where I did some things like right and things came out correctly, but not knowing the fuck I was doing. And then you go into learning it and then you're like, oh, you second guess yourself, like maybe I did this wrong. Instead of just like, fuck it, without any like fear of fucking up. It's like you overthink it.
What's the craziest tattoo you've done? Like, let's start with location.
Honestly, nothing too crazy.
No, typical
butt cheek maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think that's that crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where people go when they put a dumb tattoo, like they want to hide or
no buttholes.
Okay. And is that?
Yeah, you do a little ring around the collar.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah.
And it can't isn't that a different kind of skin?
I would assume so. It's a sphincter.
Yeah, I feel like that's a skin that I don't want to touch.
Stretchy.
It's sensitive.
I mean, I've seen it done.
Yeah. And what about craziest piece you've ever done? Is there anything that stands out?
Nothing too. I mean, everything is
what it is. It's just people ask for what they ask for.
It's not like I'm not doing like tattoos of Hitler or anything.
Yeah, I mean,
not too
would you turn it down?
Fuck yeah.
I mean,
yeah. We actually got an email recently, and it was a Christian symbol, but it was like attached to a hate group. And we weren't like blaming the guy or accusing the guy. It was just like kind of problematic.
Yeah.
We're like, kind of running that, and we had to say, you don't want your name attached to it. Yeah. And not that was the point of him getting it. Like, we don't know for sure, but
it could come across. Well, in today's day and age, especially.
Know, so.
Yeah, people, they're gonna take that and run. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into some outside of tattooing stuff. Let's get to know Ray a little bit. Ray out the gate. Favorite food?
Ooh, down with some Thai food.
Thai food
every day of the week.
Thai food, and we were talking Guyanese food. What's the go-to Guyanese dish?
So there's something called dal puri, which is like a roti, which is a flatbread basically.
Yeah.
But it's actually, when you pull it apart, it's stuffed with split peas.
Ooh.
And then that's what you use. You tear that apart and you dip it into some curry. Any curry is good.
Yeah. That's one I'm obsessed with. What is it? What is naan bread?
Naan. So it's
similar.
It's more of a tortilla texture. So it's a little bit more floppy. Naan's like a little bit more crispy.
A little crispy.
So you could actually tear this apart and use it.
Scoop
it up. So.
Favorite movie?
I don't know, man.
Top three.
It used to be Usual Suspects.
Ooh, okay.
Kaiser
Yeah,
Soze.
yeah, that's a good one.
Man, I don't know. The other ones, I've seen so many movies and forgotten so many movies.
I know. I feel like that's
watched.
yeah.
I mean, probably Goonies.
Okay, that's fair. That's a good one. That's a safe.
Yeah.
That's a safe bet.
I don't even know, man.
Trying to think of
Star Wars, maybe.
Are you a Star Wars guy?
Yeah, huge Star Wars guy.
Are you? What, like from the get go, or did you catch on later?
Yeah.
Were you, like, did you grow up watching it?
Yeah, I didn't watch the original. I think came out when I was born, so it's pretty old. But that was early '80s, and I moved to the U.S. in 1980, and that was my childhood, you know. So
yeah, how old are you?
I'm 40 shit.
40 shit?
40 shit. Yeah.
40 shit.
49. Just turned 49.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Dude, you do not look 49.
I exfoliate, you know.
Do you exfoliate? I was about to ask you for all the tips and tricks, dude. I hope I look like you at 49. I feel like I got more wrinkles than you now.
Oh my god.
No, I'm serious. It's a compliment. You look good for 49.
Appreciate it.
And salt and pepper's in.
Yeah, you know.
Right, you know,
Yeah.
rock it.
My
Rock it.
George Clooney.
It's you give off a little Clooney.
A little vibe,
Little Clooney pit.
Yeah.
Little Guyanese Clooney pit. You know? All right, favorite show, is it Game of Thrones?
It was until that ending.
Yeah, we got to get into it, dude.
I mean, yeah, besides the ending, that was my favorite show.
So you mentioned before we jumped on, because we touched on it briefly, like, what is your theory?
Oh my god.
Do you have a couple of them?
I have so many theories about it. What should have happened.
Oh, okay. So what do you think should have happened? Let's start there.
All right. So, well, let's do a little backstory. So,
Okay.
not Cersei. What's the other girl? The blonde hair girl.
Targaryen. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yep.
She gave birth. This is my friend's theory, actually, which would have been awesome. She gave birth to a deformed, scaly little baby, and the witches took it away right away. That could have been a fucking dragon she gave birth to. Right? So when Cersei called those mercenaries in on the last season, I was just picturing them rolling in with fucking Daenerys' baby dragon attached to one of those ships. So Cersei, and there was like in one of the episodes, there was like a horn, which we blow the horn, you control the dragon.
Yeah.
So Cersei on Daenerys' baby dragon fighting Daenerys on her other fucking dragon battle.
Wow.
No, they fucked up.
Wait a minute. Did they ever even talk about that again?
Nope,
How did they not? I didn't even think about that. That's so dumb.
Yeah.
That's so dumb. That's like a big thing.
Yeah.
That's too impactful. Like, it's one thing if it was like a baby, you know, but the way, you're right.
And then, so Jon Snow, you know when Bran jumps back into Jon Snow's birth?
Yeah.
Right, so I hope fucking this guy hears this shit, because this is how this show should end. So they're big on twins. JJ, what's his name? Martin is the last name. So he's big on Star Wars. He's a huge Star Wars fan, so it's boy and girl twins all day. All right? So, and there was a thing where if you have black hair, your son's going to have black hair, right? So when Bran jumps back to where Jon Snow was born, you only see the birth of one baby. But the brother and sister that helped Bran go north of the wall, their father was the other dude with Jon Snow. With Ned Stark, I mean. But the brother and sister, one had blonde hair, one had black curly hair, about the same age as Jon Snow.
Wow.
So that was Jon Snow's twin sister.
Wow.
And she just disappears from the show. So Ned Stark takes one kid, and the other guy takes the other kid, and they just raise him in secret.
Wow. What the
fucked up, bro?
Wait, what are they doing?
I don't know.
I mean, it was so bad. It was like, even the way that Jon Snow, like, after all of everything.
Yeah, it was so stupid. All right, and then another one, boy and girl twins again, Cersei and the brother, what's his name, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So he's also a big fan of Star Wars. Who gets their hand chopped off in Star Wars? Luke Skywalker, who gets their hand chopped off in Game of Thrones.
It's yeah.
So in the books, they say that their mom was fucking with one of the Targaryens. And so those are actually his kids. So that would make, what's his name, the oldest Targaryen with the hand cut off.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So he's actually the prince that was promised. Luke Skywalker, prince that was promised.
So wait, is Star Wars a big...
It's a big inspiration.
It's a big inspiration for the... Yeah. So like conceptually...
Yeah.
Wow.
So he's making all these correlations. So he should have been the prince that was promised. He would have been the oldest Targaryen.
Wow.
They never touch on that shit.
So what would have been the best ending?
The best ending?
In your opinion. What would have been the best way to end this thing?
Jon Snow mind controlling a fucking dragon, because you saw he made that connection.
Yeah.
Right? Here's my other theory, because this is... so the Night King, you know how Bran can jump back in time, right?
Yeah.
He jumped back into the Night King's body when he became the Night King, when those people of the forest stabbed him. So he's literally trapped inside the Night King's body. So he's coming south of the wall. He's Bran coming south of the wall to kill Bran.
Oh, wow, okay.
Because he knows he's the only one that can actually stop him. Because he knows
that
he
crazy.
is him, right?
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a crazy concept.
But then, I mean, a lot of those motherfuckers should have died in that last battle, and then the red witch should have brought all the fucking red. She went away and then came back by herself.
Yeah, made no sense.
So that should have been a battle. The red witches.
Yeah, because she did. I felt like she did a lot, but then not enough.
Yeah. The red witches should have came back with a whole group of red witches.
Yeah.
Right. Jon Snow should have been fucking
this ultimate battle,
mind fucking this dragon to battle the Night King in the sky over fucking Winterfell.
Yeah.
Like, so Sam should have died. That guy should have fucking
I know. He made it all the way.
I don't know. I think there should have been a lot more deaths. I don't know about who should have been like the king and ruler. I don't know, probably whoever. Probably nobody. Honestly, nobody.
It would have been better if it
was all left in fucking rubble.
It would have been. That's the way. I feel like that's the way it should have ended, like in destruction.
Yeah.
Because that is...
And just starting anew, maybe reconnecting with the children of the forest, come out of the fucking forest and like...
I think that would have been the most symbolic and in pocket with how things actually work. Like, Game of Thrones is so symbolic and like to life.
Yep.
Like, it is such a beautiful way to portray... it's extreme, of course, but it is the battles, the family, not trusting each other, light and dark. Like, it was beautiful.
Betrayal.
It was beautiful. Everything about it. And it usually ends without, communication and without real, willingness to work together or whatever.
Yeah.
In life, it always ends the same way. Everything gets, goes to shit.
Yep.
It's like almost where people feel like today's going. Everybody feels like everybody's battling with each other. And when is this going to end? Who knows? Does it end in destruction? Does it end in war? Nuclear war? Does it end in, who knows?
Do you ever fantasize about being in like a post-apocalyptic world?
I have thought about it a lot, actually.
That's an ADHD thing, actually. I learned that the other day.
I don't take the initiative to do a lot of the things that I want to do.
We should all be prepping.
Like some sort of bunker.
Or at least, food, energy, and water are the three main things.
That's all you need, realistically, and then something to defend yourself.
Yeah.
I think that's important too.
Yeah, but think about it, but we never prep for it.
It's strange
because something else.
I know
distracts us. Like,
everything. We're so distracted, dude. We are so unbelievably distracted. It's actually a crazy time.
That's how they want to keep us.
How do you keep your peace in the craziness of the world?
I don't, man. I have night terrors.
Do you have night terrors?
Else. Oh my god.
Do you go through it
every night? Yeah.
Really?
Every night.
What do you think that stems from? What is that? Is that like anxiousness?
Yeah, anxious.
Fear?
The shit I'm not taking care of always kind of haunts me.
Yeah. But those things are in your control.
Yeah, I know.
Does that bother you that it is in your, like, why are you not doing it?
Yeah, it's so, like everybody else over COVID, I diagnosed myself with
everything.
Yeah, with everything pretty much. But no, honestly, I never knew why I did these things, but I do suffer from some ADD. Not the hyper version of it, the more
distracted.
Yeah. and I'm not putting blame on it, but it actually does affect my fucking life. Pretty, and well, not. I don't know if this is the life I was supposed to lead, you know, being so left-brained, because I'm so right-brained, that it is crippling in that way, where it's like, I'm not really meant for all this stuff that...
I don't think a lot of us are, though, to be honest with you. I really don't. And I think that that's a big problem in today's day and age, is that people are not equipped mentally, or not. Most people by default are not equipped mentally to be able to take on the amount of information, the amount of content, the amount of news, the amount of problems, the amount, you know. I almost wish it was back. Like less tech.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm Gen Z. No, I'm Gen X.
You're Gen X, yeah.
So my childhood was fully offline.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have one piece of tech. I maybe had Atari, which is like Pong, you know, like
that's
8-bit.
But at the time, it was like, whoa.
I had like the first Nintendo, but like after 2 weeks of playing Super Mario Brothers, I was like, oh, this is boring, and I was just back outside. Didn't have a cell phone. I had maybe a beeper in high school.
A beeper. My dad and my father. You thought you were a juggler until the Nextels came out in the church.
That I didn't have a cell phone until I was in my 20s.
All the kids selling weed had in high school had the Nextel, and they would chirp each other, and
so silly.
But I'm what am I, millennial, right? 36.
Yeah.
So my generation is the last generation that remembers any bit of tech. No tech. Right. So we grew up riding your bikes.
When you're born?
89.
Oh, you're late.
Yeah, I'm like at the end of the run. So my first cell phone was 8th grade, but like, you know, my childhood was, we got like a, I remember, funny story. Actually, I don't want to ruin this in case a kid's watching, but Christmas time, Santa didn't bring me a computer. Right, so the Gateway 2000s came out, right? And I was so excited, dude. Like, you know, so I was 11. So 11 was the time that I was first introduced. There was some video game stuff, you know, Sega Genesis and whatnot, but like Gateway 2000 was the first computer. And then you had AOL and dial-up and the whole nine. But I remember, you know, riding my bike to places and, you know, and knocking on doors. And if somebody was home, they were home. If they weren't, you drive off.
I had to call a girl at her house, hoping her brother didn't pick up the phone and just like start fucking with you.
Yep.
You know, talking shit, or the mom or whoever.
So you
just
got your teen years and 20, even in your 20s with it though. Like I didn't have that.
Yeah. Well, into my 20s.
Into your 20s.
Yeah. I think I was in my 20s when I got my first computer, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, so
like a desktop.
It was actually a Mac, like the turquoise ones.
With the clear. Yep. I remember when they introduced us into the schools.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those were cool.
They were cool because we did. Before that, they had like, you know, the floppy disks.
Yeah.
And whatever, Macintosh. No, not Macintosh. That's a Mac. What was the other one? There was another. What the hell was the other computers that we had?
IBM, maybe.
Probably IBM. And you had what was it? The game.
I only played solitaire.
Oh no, dude, Oregon Trail.
Oh yeah, and I remember
that was the little post. Yeah, that was like the big thing. We'd play Oregon Trail in school, like the library. Yeah, man, I wish that we were able to go back a little bit and like feel that. I think it's important. So going back to my generation, I feel like my generation is, even yours, like I think we are the last where, how can we raise our kids in a world where obviously the tech is going to be there, but you give them enough principle, enough like, you know, tools, enough understanding of respect, you know, the things that you needed to actually get through life.
I mean, I let them have it, but I limit it. You know what I mean?
Like, it's important to limit it, yeah.
During the week, no iPad. I let them watch a little bit of TV. They're so busy with sports right now. Like, that's kind of the only kind of saving grace, where they're with friends, even though it's organized and, you know, there's always people watching and shit.
Yeah.
It's still, you know, it's still something with children outside, other children outside. So they're building some social skills and getting some exercise at the same time, you know.
I do see the kids riding their bikes more than ever.
Yeah.
Like at least we
ride to school like all the time.
A lot of kids with the little, you know, I know some of them are disruptive, but like any crew, you know, any age group, there's like the, you know, the rebels.
Gotta be.
Yeah. You love the Rebels. Gotta love the Rebels.
I want to smack them around, but that was you back in the day.
The funniest thing about being a father is a lot of times you're like, I'm still so early. I mean, my son's not even 4 yet, but like I feel it coming.
Yeah.
Where it's, now I understand everything my mom and my dad were telling me.
Or went through.
Yeah.
You don't appreciate it until you're going through it and you're like, wow. Yeah. My parents were there when I was absolutely fucking helpless.
Yeah.
Like I shit myself. They had to change me.
Yeah,
dude. I threw up on myself. They had to clean me.
And you forget, you actually don't even know it when you're a teenager. Like you don't even, it's not even a thought in your thoughts that was a point in your life.
Yeah, unless you have like a small child in your household as a teenager,
seeing it firsthand.
Then there's no connection to that.
Yeah, it's really crazy to think about though. Like how and how scary. My son's got my blood. Yeah, and I know my tendencies, and I know what I'm capable of, and I know what I've been and done.
But I think, I don't know, your generation and even I think my generation's starting to learn our shortcomings. You know what I mean?
To be able to speak on them a certain way.
We understand them. We understand how fucked up we are.
Yes.
Not like our parents were just like, do what I say, not what I do.
Well, I think they were also hiding. Nothing could get out there. So they were able to pull the wool over everybody's your eyes.
I think they were lying to themselves too.
Of
you know what I mean?
Just
they
were.
As a coping mechanism at the time, because there was no outlet. Like I wouldn't know. I would have ADHD without fucking the internet. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like I never really went to therapy. I never did any of that stuff. That stuff wasn't really.
Would you ever go to
relevant.
therapy?
Yeah, definitely.
I started going about a year ago.
Good for you.
I mean, I was always not against it, but I always just felt like I knew, I need to talk to somebody about my stuff and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, been wildly helpful. There's women that I go and
fantastic.
see. Yeah, dude, it's I think the one thing about it that has been so positive is, and what I would why I would recommend it is that a lot of times we want somebody to talk to and we turn to the people that we're close to, right? So your family, could be mother, father, could be siblings, could be close friends, but there's always strings attached.
Yeah.
There's always something that's attached that almost holds you back from saying all of it. And so what I have found positive is that this is one of those no strings attached.
Yeah.
Let it out.
Kind of be fully honest without
brutally honest.
Hurting anybody's feelings.
Be brutally honest.
Yeah.
Because
I know my wife goes to therapy and talks shit about me. It's understandable.
Of course.
It's understandable. Yeah.
And what are we going to get mad at?
You can't.
We know why we pissed them off.
Yeah, exactly.
I know exactly why I pissed my wife off. I pissed my wife off for 18 years. We were high school sweethearts.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
She put me through the ringer, dude. I mean, I put her through the ringer. Like, I don't know.
Shout out to your wife.
Shout out, Jen, dude. I mean, I've said it many times on the podcast when we talk family and relationships and stuff. My wife is a saint, and she's a big reason as to why I haven't, fallen off the ledge. And she holds me up.
So I'm a little bit older than my wife, so I kind of, I don't know. I've always been kind of like an internalizer and like spiritual whatever. I got into Buddhism. And studied a bunch of different religions. So it kind of helped me figure stuff out, and martial arts too, and had some like really great mentors over the years that have, put me up on knowledge, and my boys too. Everybody likes to get deep and all that shit. So
do you guys get deep? Is that you and your friend group? Do you guys?
Yeah. We always, it's. I
love that.
We've been there for each other, and I've had. Another good friend of mine who I actually met in college, he had a great friend group, and he was always honest with me about like his feelings, like never scared to like be like, oh man, this really fucked me up. I was like, whoa, you could actually just
say how you feel,
talk to another dude, like, and it doesn't really fucking matter. They'll either tell you, whatever, you're stupid or whatnot, but I mean, a lot of times they feel the same way. So.
If you're brutally honest, though, like if you're saying it as it is, no matter how somebody reacts.
Yeah, it's their bag.
You feel me? Right? So, and I think that's, it's tough because I feel like.
One of my favorite sayings is that your friends stab you in the front, not in the back. So they'll tell you
exactly
to your face
the
things that hurt.
That's fire.
You know what I'm saying?
That is your real friends.
Yeah.
That is actually one of the dopest things I've heard.
Yeah, they'll stab you in the front. Like, they'll look you in the fucking eyes and be like, yeah, you're...
Because you deserve it.
Yeah. And they love you. They love you for it.
Yeah.
They love you enough to say that.
You know what?
That's talking shit behind your back.
Yeah. That's a very good takeaway today. I like that. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, I got a bunch of those.
Let me hear another one. Go.
This is my famous one. The grass is greener on the other side because it's fertilized with bullshit.
Yeah, it is. It is, figuratively and literally. Wow, that's good. What are your thoughts on the world and where we're at today?
Oh my God, I fucking hate it.
Do you?
Yeah, I just want to blow it up and start over.
Yeah, I'm with you. Well, under all circumstances, how do you keep your peace? Because I'm with you. Like I
don't know if I do, man.
You don't think you do?
Yeah, I'm pretty anxious
Is it your
these
kids?
days. My kids help me like in those tender moments. You know, they really are comfort to me in like a kind of a selfish way, and I try to be a comfort to them, and I try to be honest with them as much as I can to prepare them
for the world.
The world's fucked, man. The world is so fucked up.
Yeah. Do you think it's always been, or is it at its all-time?
Yeah.
Combination.
I don't know if you want to get into politics or not, but
we could talk politics. I mean, I don't get into like the weeds, but yeah.
So my biggest takeaway about U.S. government, there's too much money in politics. Take away
100%. Take
away the super PACs because corporations aren't people, right? Every politician should be publicly funded by donations from people. That means those people really want that fucking person in office instead of a group of
what are you getting out of it?
Billionaires buying that seat, right? And then in turn, they do them favors, and that's on both sides. And it's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's disgusting to me because that's like, it's not for the people; it's for the corporations.
100%. People just got to deal with it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's coming back from that. I think that's forever. I don't think that ever.
I don't know. I mean,
you think that can change? You think you need somebody to come in and
I mean, it's progressive policies for sure and nobody's gonna, like when you say socialism in this country, it's a whole shitstorm of this person, communism, that person, that and third. But it needs to be, people first. Put the people first. That's what the government is for. That's their job, is to put the average Joe Schmo first.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think there might be an awakening eventually to that. I don't know.
You think in our lifetime?
Might be. I mean, it's always going to be that battle between...
I almost feel like something devastating has to happen for everybody to wake up.
It does. It always has to. That's when policies change, is when
like something that
terrible happens.
Yeah, like we tried
That's
to.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, you pull the wool over everybody's eyes for so long, and you tried your best to not make it a thing, and then something happens, and you have no choice but to be honest.
Yeah,
you have no choice but to your truth needs to come out. The truth needs to come out.
I mean, I know socialism's a bad word these days, but I'm for social safety nets. Like, so the WPA, if you guys want to look that up, a little history. That's, I believe, Roosevelt. That he put a lot of Americans to work post World War II, I believe, or I know that was after the Great Depression, right? And that was a lot of social programs, but he also built a lot of all the infrastructure that's falling apart now is from the WPA.
Okay.
And he employed a lot of workers to build bridges and roads, but he also funded artists. And Jackson Pollock, famous artist, was a recipient of WPA money. So he received government subsidies to create art. Art creates culture. And once you take away culture, it's music, poetry, writing, film. Once you take away that, then you're kind of starved of thinking differently because you don't get to see anybody else's perspective, right? And when you cut the arts, it's always the first thing that gets cut.
Yeah.
Like you go to anywhere. Actually, study like let's say Roman history. What do you study? You study the art. You study the architecture. You study, and that's the height of their society, is how well they produced art.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was the peak.
Yeah. So it's like if our country's poor artistically, let's say, let's put it that way, then we're poor culturally, we're poor. You know,
because there's no creativity.
Spiritually, there's no different thinking. And it doesn't have to be this box, that box, this box. It could be,
you know what happens,
three or four boxes. You could think 3 or 4 different thoughts at the same time. Like, you're allowed to.
I agree.
You know?
It's set up though in a way where like those that think outside the box and do come up with really cool ideas, or like have successfully really cool ideas, they just get scooped up and bought.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So like
it's never the first to market.
Never the first to market.
No.
And that's another
never
thing.
The creator.
And I can't blame him. Like, listen, if my company were to be worth, somebody comes to me and say, hey, $100 million, here you go, and walk away, it'd be pretty hard to say no.
I don't,
right?
Don't disagree.
And I'll come up with another concept or something new, and then I'll keep it to myself. But I'm taking that first. That first hundo. You know.
I get it.
But it's crazy.
But what if you can just be that person that creates it and gets all the money for it? You know, it's like,
I mean, that's the preferred way.
Yeah.
There's more gratification in that. It feels.
And even business has changed over the years. Like, there was a time where you could pride yourself at being the best. I'm the best tattooer. My quality shows. Blah blah blah. Like, you come to me, and that person, the cream usually rises to the top.
Yeah, word of mouth, and it travels. Yeah.
But now it's like
you can sell fake.
Whoever has the most
followers,
gimmicky fucking thing.
Yeah.
They may not be the best, but you know what? They could get people to look at their fucking page. And
there's a skill in that though.
There's
a talent in that.
I'm not taking away.
It's not. I'm with you, bro. I tell you, I agree 100% with what you're saying. I agree with 100%. I say this to artists. I've managed artists. I've been an artist, right? Musically.
Yeah.
I have worked with artists. I've worked with people. I've been turned to mentor, right? The one thing I tell artists all the time is talent is a bonus. Nowadays, today, talent is a bonus. You got to figure out how to get people to talk about you, for better or for worse.
It's the same thing in art school too. Like, we're great artists, but now what? Like, once you graduate, now what?
Yeah,
we don't know the business.
You need savviness. You need to be able to talk. You need to be able to sell. You need to be able to be personable. Social media is now the thing that you need to really sink your teeth into and be present every day.
No, absolutely, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, dude.
And when you suck at that shit, like myself, it's a struggle, you know. And even though you may be the most talented person on the planet, like, if you can't get it out there, or somebody is getting it out there for you, or you don't have that machine behind you, then
it's a shame, dude. And you wonder why people are depressed. Like, they imagine knowing you're so good at something, or you feel it.
Imagine being born to do something,
correct,
and then you just have to get an office job.
Oh my God, dude.
You know what I mean? That's soul sucking. That's our parents' generation, though. That's like the older generation. That's why they're so fucking miserable. Because
I agree.
We're a little fortunate that way. That
we do have a little bit more freedom in that regard to understand, like, more understanding. I will say with them though, they had a moment in time where it was fantastic. Like, it was good. Like, oh, this is new. Yes, we're going to get a job, but like the jobs and things like that to them were, it wasn't in retrospect concept. It was kind of like, this is what you do. Right. You know? Whereas now, no, I don't believe that this is just what you do. I don't think you just go to school. I don't think you just go through the motions of, graduating and getting a job in your field and like, I don't. You better really know what you want to do. You better be very passionate about what you want to do. If you're going to go to school, make sure you're studying something that you know when you're done. You paid for the education. Right. Because I've gotten more education through the School of Hard Knocks life than I have in any classroom ever, personally. I've learned more stories from people, different walks of life, like understanding how the world works has come from not a textbook or a classroom. It's definitely come from moving around and being around a lot of different kinds of people. Like, their ups, their downs, their this, their that. And
a lot of people don't have that opportunity, though. That's what
the
crazy part to me.
They don't. They have an opportunity, some more than others. You got to want to do that, though. And I think it takes a lot of, like, I busted out of, Westwood, for instance, and went from the burbs. I grew up in Westwood. So, like, I didn't even realize how good I had it. It's a great town, bro. Like, if you really look at it from growing up.
I was so anti-Westwood when I moved here, and I was like, oh, this is the bubble. Because
it is a little bit of the bubble, but
I feel like, say, from like Route 4 to Route 17 is the bubble of Bergen County.
That's fair.
I kind of grew up south of that, so I was like, fuck those motherfuckers. Yeah. But now that I'm here, I don't ever want to leave the bubble.
Of course.
It is fucking
It's a great bubble.
Fantastic here.
It's a phenomenal bubble.
Yeah.
But the point I was...
Westwood in particular, too, is a special place.
It is a great town. I didn't have any idea that what I had. It was just what I had.
Yeah,
this is what I grew up in, right? And so it was what it was. And the more I got, the older I got, and then you're in high school, and then eventually you're in college, like speaking of bubble, like there's 11,000, 13,000 people here. That's all you know. You think Paramus is far.
Yeah.
When you're a kid, know? And so, and the people from Paramus are like the outsiders, like they're not, it's different. And so when I went to college and then I started to do music and
Where'd you go to college?
With Montclair State.
Okay, nice.
And I went for psychology. I had no idea what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I went to play football, Montclair State, psychology. I had it like in my head. I almost went to school and picked a school because I needed a Facebook email. Like I needed an email for Facebook to get Facebook. I swear to God, I remember the thinking. I'm not kidding. I just had to go. I had to pick something.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it was diving into music that really opened me up. So when I went down, I was in the hood. I was in Newark, Bloomfield, Irvington, Elizabeth. It was a culture shock.
Oh yeah.
But I'm a people person, so like for me, I was able to adapt. I really actually loved it. There was so much about it that was exciting.
Yeah, it's new. So it's all going back to ADHD. It's you crave the new.
I crave new. I'm an adrenaline junkie.
Yeah.
I need
so
it.
if it's different from what you know, you're like, oh, it's
exciting.
Yeah, it's novel.
I'm at least gonna like 1 foot in. Like, let me just kind of test this out a little bit and see what this is all about. And then 7 years later, 8 years later, But that was the thing. I mean, going through that and then through a lot of my own personal ups and downs, like the experiences is actually what made me look at the world and be comfortable in it.
Yeah.
I haven't, it's not everything. I have, been everywhere. I've seen other countries to be able to, but it's allowed me to realize.
But you've learned from other people from other countries that are here.
Correct.
Like other cultures.
Well, because I'm willing to talk to them. I'm willing to have conversations. Right, I don't judge. I don't look at people like, and I lack judgment. Everybody judges to a degree internally.
Yeah, of course.
But I want to get to know everything and everybody and get a feel for it. Yeah. I don't like when people.
You're a seeker, bro.
I'm a seeker. Yeah. I might need a missile tattoo. The missile seeking. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna come up with all my concepts. All my concepts within this conversation. But yeah, man, I feel like it's important to, especially for kids. Like I think it's important for you to realize, as hard as it might be, that this is not it. It can be.
It's not the height of our existence.
It's your choice. Honestly, kid can stay in Westwood all they want if they want.
Yeah.
But it's not like if you just need to know it's not it.
Yeah.
You have to know it.
Yeah.
And that'll help you.
Not a lot of people don't see past that.
They don't want to. They're fear, dude. Fear is the killer.
It is. It really is.
Fear is the killer. It brings a lot of stress. But there's beauty in it. There's beauty in chaos. All right. Let's get into some of your favorites. All right. I do this little rapid fire stuff too, right? So, favorite restaurant in Bergen County?
Oh my God.
Go to. I mean, it could be fast, casual. It could be casual. It could be restaurant.
Yeah, that taco CDMX, bro.
Yeah.
Slapping.
And it's so good. The one over here, right?
So good.
Oh, dude.
Shut them out. I went to Mexico for my brother-in-law's wedding, and it actually ruined Mexican food for me. Yeah. Because I came back here and realized it's fucking shit.
That Mexican food is
here is shit.
Oh yeah,
Mexican
compared to Mexican food, of course.
So when you get those kind of authentic flavors, like it's different. You can tell that it's just fucking different.
So can I tell you a fun fact that I don't know if it's actually a fact, but I think it's a fun fact. You know how they double wrap? You know they do.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Yeah. It's to open it up, so you could actually hold more. You separate the two tacos.
You separate.
Yeah. And to open it up, so you could actually wrap
around.
Yeah.
So somebody said, I don't know if that's exactly in line with what I was about to say. Maybe it is, but you take the one taco out, and then as things fall out of the taco,
you could do that too. You could do that. I mean, that's what I do.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, that's what I do.
I've always eaten the double taco. I never even thought about it.
Yeah. So you slide, so it's here, and you just slide one over to actually make the taco into an oval, so it actually wraps around.
That's what you mean.
Yeah.
Game changer.
You're welcome.
Wow, that's a game changer. Yeah, because it never made sense to me. It's almost
Yeah, it's too small.
I don't like the like biting through 2 corn tortillas personally. Like I don't, almost.
I mean, I do the same thing where I just let all the meat fall out.
And then you have an extra taco shell.
Some more tacos.
Interesting. All right, so is Mexican food like your favorite food?
I grew up, my childhood was in Texas, so, I grew up on a lot of like Tex-Mex. Do love it.
Where in Texas?
Austin was my childhood.
Oh, wow. Early Austin, huh?
Early, when Austin was actually fucking cool and affordable.
Yeah, Austin is like a big time destination spot. I feel like Joe Rogan is like the reason for it.
Before any of that, when it was Austin's slogan is "Keep Austin Weird," and I want to do a "Keep Westwood Weird."
Let's do it. I'll run it with you.
Keep Westwood Weird.
I will run that up with you. Oh, I'm in. I am in. We need merch.
Yeah.
We need merch.
But it's so all the hippies basically retired and moved to Austin, and I grew up in. It's such a hippie bohemian childhood.
Austin.
Yeah. Oh my God, it was magical. A lot of people complain about their childhood. Mine was absolutely fucking magical.
You love it. Was it magical in the moment or magical in retrospect?
All of it. In the moment. Yeah. Because you could run that city as a child. Like there's something called the hike and bike trail. Which is just a gravel path that runs through the whole city. So you could just be on your bike and just fucking be on the other side of town, just on this fucking little trail. Wow. A lot of outdoor stuff, canoeing and all that shit.
I wanted to get down to Austin. Have you been to Austin recently to see the difference? In modern time, but not like super recent. But, it's blown up in the last 5 years.
I can't. We were actually looking at houses there. But it's impossible to even be inside the city limits and afford something.
Like Austin, Nashville.
Yeah.
They've all kind of bubbled. I feel like it was the Joe Rogan effect. The second he moved down there and got out of LA.
I think it was before that was South by Southwest.
All that. So I was supposed to go to Austin because we were supposed to perform at South by Southwest. Yeah. And then we wound up not doing it. We did A3C over in Atlanta.
Okay. So I was there before that actually was even a thing.
South by Southwest.
Yeah, there was a thing called Aquafest.
Okay.
Because Austin's right on the river.
Okay.
And it was right on the shore was, it was a festival. So it was a bunch of music tents.
Yeah.
And then they would do like water sport competitions like during the day.
Oh, that's cool.
So that was like kind of the precursor
with the ramps in the water and stuff. Yeah, that's badass. I like that.
I used to go to like music festivals as a kid, which is pretty cool.
What's your favorite genre?
Dude,
I know with the music that you kind of listen to everything.
Yeah. So I grew up, I bounced all over, man. So I would say reggae is number one for me. I grew up Caribbean, so it's always been there.
Is there an artist that stands out outside of Bob Marley?
Right now, there's a ton, man. So Protégé is probably one of my favorite artists. Chronix just came out with a new album. It was pretty fire too. So that whole crew coming out of Jamaica. I just saw Kez Namdi perform and met him. Cool dude.
Oh yeah.
I actually fanboyed. So I had this picture of Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, and Mick Jagger in my house, and I was like, man, Mick Jagger looks like a clown. He looks like he's fanboying. He's got this big cheesy smile, sandwich in between, and then here I am taking a picture with this guy, cheesing like a motherfucker. I didn't even post it because I was so embarrassed of how I acted. I was like, oh my God,
that's funny. Oh, that's funny. That's real though.
Yeah,
I've seen that too. I've done it when I was early in my music days. I'd go around because I'd be see everybody. I take selfies with people. Paul Wall. Remember, there's a picture of me and Paul Wall. It's actually the Paul Wall one's not too bad, but there's a couple of them that are just
Did you have grills?
I did not. But I did do braids. I
had bottom 6.
Did you?
Yeah, baby fangs on each side.
Wow.
It was white gold, diamond cut.
Would you bring them back?
Man, I might.
Like a tooth?
I might.
You like a tooth?
I had one gold cap.
I want one. I want one.
Yeah.
I want one.
Oh my God.
I actually the one thing that I would do I'm not like do anything to my body besides tattoos and working out and stuff like that. But I would get veneers. I need teeth. And my teeth.
My teeth. I knocked my teeth out on my bike, and now like one of them's. I call it my butter tooth.
Which one?
And it's in the front.
Oh yeah, okay, I see.
It's just like getting stained up and.
Yeah, but you know what? It has like some personality to it.
I guess it's just hanging out.
Yeah.
I'm ready to butter my bread.
I would do veneers. I would definitely. They're just expensive.
Yeah.
Like, do I want to spend? No, I don't.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't.
I've destroyed my teeth so much over the years.
You ever in fighting? Were you like a fighter?
Not a huge fighter. Thought I was a tough guy, but
Everybody thinks
got
they're
my
a tough guy.
ass whooped a few times.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, maybe I'm not that tough.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a break. We're gonna take a break with the camera. I'm gonna charge it up for a second.
Cool.
Yeah, I think we're good right here. All right. Sports. So you have soccer, right? Soccer was the What was the?
I grew up playing soccer actually. So I moved here when I was 4, and I didn't really play like a lot of American sports.
Just grab this. All right, relax.
So I didn't play baseball until I was in like in 8th grade, and pretty athletic. I could catch, throw, run. I could not hit for shit.
No.
Yeah, I played 1 season, and my batting average was 0 at the end of that season. I only got struck out or walked.
No, you're a pinch runner, bro.
Yeah.
You're a pinch runner, and a half an inning in the field.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I played left field. I mean, I could catch and throw, and the only time I got on base is when I got walked. And I was a good base runner. I was fast, whatever. But So I played soccer my whole life. Then I was fairly decent in high school, and then got recruited to play at Rutgers Newark.
Okay.
I had one of those like Al Bundy moments where it was like, I had like the game of my life. The recruiter was there to watch the guy I was defending the whole game and basically, kind of shut him down the game. So he approached me afterwards.
Yeah.
And we played Kearney, and they were like ranked 7th in the nation that year. And we beat them.
Wow.
Fucking Hackensack beat them.
Wow.
In penalties. And I missed my penalty too, actually, that game too. I remember that.
You still got recruited.
Yeah, so I got recruited, and then I did not apply to one college. I had no plans on going to college. Like, I just wanted to kind of stop school. I wasn't into school. So I was like, all right, they want me there. I'll go do that. And then at the same year, '96, I had my daughter. So I was like playing soccer, smoking, drinking, having a kid. So it was just like a lot.
The kid probably threw such a wrench. And
I mean, she's awesome.
Well, of course she is now. I'm just saying at the time.
She grounded me like so much, kind of forced me to kind of grow up. But yeah, so like we actually, so 96, we got sponsored to go play in Japan. So me and my 14 of my best friends go to Japan, and none of us were there to play soccer. We were just there because it was
party,
fun.
lit,
So we were like, you could buy beer at 7-Eleven.
Wow.
At 18. So
what's their beer? What's that one beer?
There's Asahi and Sapporo.
Sapporo. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah.
So
good beer, man. That's it's really good beer.
We got, we had drunk off of sake, and we did all those things. And it was an amazing, amazing time. I went as like a bench player, like an extra player, and then the guy, a forward, got hurt, so I filled in for him and ended up like scoring the most goals out of everybody.
Wow.
That trip.
So what position did you play?
So I was a defender, but they put me in as forward because
the guy got hurt.
Needed.
Yeah.
So I just had like one of those like magical moments where I did really well.
Yeah.
And then came home and stopped playing soccer. Like that was it. Kind of moved back home, tail between my legs, back to mom's house. And I kind of reset myself, and then got into martial arts after that, and really helped me. That actually helped me grow up.
Martial arts? In what sense?
Yeah. So I did Kung Fu.
Okay.
And it was a really good school. It was very focused on self-improvement.
What made you get into it? Was there somebody who
So I had
inspired you?
I had a professor. One of my art teachers actually was a Tai Chi instructor there, and I took Tai Chi. So this was Rockland Community College. I ended up going back to.
Okay.
So I took Tai Chi with him at school for my phys ed credits, and then ended up at that school, the Kung Fu school, where he went to and taught. So and that kind of put my life back on track, honestly. So
I've heard that before, but you do jujitsu as well,
Yeah,
right?
I do jujitsu now.
Yeah.
Did it for off and on for a bunch of years, but it's such the most stress reliever.
It's a big stress reliever. My buddy says the same thing. He started not too long ago.
Humility. Like, you go in there thinking you're the shit and you just get choked out.
Yeah.
It's like, I had hickeys on my neck the other day, and it was just me getting choked out from my own collar. You know what I mean?
Wow,
It's like you walk out of
there.
there.
You wear a gi.
Yeah,
you wear a gi?
yeah. So you walk out of there defeated, but also like exercise and feeling good and like kind of pissed off, and you're like, I want to go do this, And shout out to Elevate Jiu-Jitsu.
Where's
they're
that?
awesome. They're in Westwood, new place.
Oh, nice.
Go check them out. 2 young guys.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Maybe I'll join.
Awesome.
I've been wanting to do is it bad on your joints? Like my knee, I have a problem with my knee.
It's terrible, bro. But it's so worth
it. Well, I have this thing. It's weird, dude. Like it's like a certain position that I'll be in, and I'll bend it back, and then it's almost like this, and then when I go forward, you like a Snapple cap, and when it snaps, it pops over. It's like that, dude. It's like, but I don't know what it is because I play competitive flag football, and I think
tendon issues.
There's something in there that's popping,
that doesn't
and then
right.
kind of going back. Like it hurts for a day and then goes away, and it's not good. I mean, it's not good. Whatever.
If you don't get it checked out, it's not. There's nothing wrong. So.
True. Or just don't play sports. Just keep running and working.
Yeah.
I don't have to
keep destroying it.
Yeah.
It'll work out.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. I'm shot.
No, I'm saying I got a bad knee too. So.
Well, sports are going to do it to you. If you played any bit of sports, my neck is shot. I had a bad neck. I mean, I've broken every finger, wrist. My knees, thank God I have, fingers crossed, my knees, but I'm hamstrings and quads and groins and always.
Yeah.
Always, dude. It's always something.
I've been having some neck issues.
From jiu-jitsu and karate?
No. From this job. This job is actually killing me.
Is it?
Slowly. Just being in this fucking...
That position?
We call it shrimp back because you're like this, always bent over, neck down.
Yeah.
Arms up, always like that, so...
Yeah.
Been going to the chiropractor, too, recently, just...
It's good.
Yeah. Everything local in the bubble.
Everything local. Who's your chiropractor?
So that's Westwood Family Chiropractor.
Nice.
Yeah, their son, Maxx, he paints with us.
That's the one over on the corner, right by Trader Joe's?
No, it's on the corner across from Domino's. Domino's Pizza.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, got you. Yes.
Yeah, so
nice.
Helping me out. It's a lot better.
Yeah, chiropractor's huge. I threw my back out picking up a pine cone on the walk with my son.
Oh my God.
Picking up a pine cone, the 11th pine cone.
Yep.
And it was like I felt it fire. Like you felt like it wasn't a pot. It was like that firing feeling.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, oh no way, right? And I had to carry him home, so it was a disaster. 2 days, 3 days. I mean, absolutely could not move. Completely.
It's so crazy how that works.
Completely disabled. And I go to Dr. Gates, who's also over in Westwood.
Okay.
And I went to school with some of his kids. And, dude, I walked in, hunched over, walked out.
It's insane.
Back. I was back.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I actually couldn't believe it. So shout out to all the chiropractors.
Yeah.
You do something right. I mean, I don't know what it is, but you're doing something right. I had my neck, I got hit. I filled a hole playing football and popped somebody with my head down.
Yeah, that's dangerous when you put your head down.
Well, I was paralyzed, like numb for 3 to 5 seconds. Yeah, like on the ground, couldn't move. And then it started to get my feeling back, and it was really, really hot. And it turned out I had there's a bone between C3 and C4.
Oh yeah.
And it grinded over the years. It had grinded down so much that the C3 and C4 were like damn near close to touching, right? So I think they said it gets to, what was it, 0.2. There was I was a couple fractions of a millimeter over it was about to be a problem.
You're like Stephen Hawking.
And then I go and play college football.
Yeah, of course.
This happened in high school.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll be fine. They wanted me to wear a necktie.
You played ball at Montclair?
I did and I didn't. I was going to walk on and play basketball, and then similar to you, I played in a Bergen County All-Star game and wound up getting the MVP of the game and had a phenomenal game. And we didn't throw the ball in high school; we ran the ball. So it was like the first time I actually got to sling it a little bit and had a great game. And one of my buddies, who was one of the running backs on the team, his father was watching, and he was like, my son's going to Montclair State. I got to go introduce you to Coach O, who's the offensive coordinator. He was asking who you were, and long story short, I decided to go play football, but I had to sit out my freshman year. I did, partied really hard.
Yeah.
Went to spring ball and basically decided, like, I'm not doing well in school.
Yeah.
I don't see myself going pro. What am I doing?
So I went to Rutgers, Newark for 3 semesters.
Okay.
Walked away with like 12 credits.
Yeah. I think I walked away like 30.
I flunked out. Like, I basically flunked out.
Yeah.
I was smoking weed,
Yep.
smoking cigarettes,
Yep.
and drinking fucking 40s.
Yep.
On a daily basis. And then going to play soccer.
Yeah.
And I actually didn't pass my second year physical. I had a heart murmur. I was eating calzones literally every day. Rob's Pizzeria, right down on the same block. Ate a calzone every single day.
That's terrible.
And
Thank God.
turns out
Your metabolism was off the charts.
So it turns out that I was underweight. Like I just was not eating or doing enough, or I was malnourished basically.
Yeah.
And that's what gave me the heart murmur. But that's what helped me move. I moved back home.
Yep.
Had some mom's cooking. And I literally gained like 30 pounds within a year just from eating. Just from eating well.
Yeah.
And it was insane.
It's nuts, the difference if you're eating shit versus eating good. And I don't know. Listen, I think so much of the nutrients is already pulled from a lot of the stuff we eat that we even think is good. Like, I don't think that, between travel and gross, I don't know. Where we get our food is... We could pick better spots than the convenience of some places.
You should actually. There's a good documentary you should watch called "Kiss the Dirt."
Okay.
Joe Rowe, Dirty Jobs.
Michael
Rowe.
Michael Rowe.
Yeah.
Yep.
He does it, and it's actually phenomenal. Really great.
What's it about?
It's about our farming practices in the U.S. and how, back to kind of governmental stuff. We subsidize a lot of farming to buy corn and soy, so those farmers only grow corn and soy instead of like a wide variety.
Yeah.
So they basically till the soil, which creates like a ton of greenhouse gases, throw down a ton of fertilizer, and then whatever seed that they're allowed to buy, from monocropping. And then if a crop goes bad, these people could lose their whole business.
Wow.
So they're just trying to introduce back a different way of farming where it's like kind of rotating their fields and growing different crops to put back nutrients and back into the soil, so they don't have to depend on this big monocropping culture.
Wow. What's it called?
It's called Kiss the Dirt.
Kiss the Dirt. Okay.
So it brings farmers a little bit more stability, but they're so set in their ways of monocropping that it's nuts.
I want to get into. Do you grow?
I don't.
Would you consider it? Have you ever wanted to?
Are we talking about food?
Yeah.
We tried. I put down in our old house. I put down 3 gardens and ripped out 3 gardens because nobody keeps up with it.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem is keeping up with it, like your time. But I've been very interested in doing that. There's also a spot over in Hawthorne, Goffle Road Farm, something like that. And they have like live chicken. Their eggs are like fresh
awesome.
eggs. Yeah. And you ever seen the eggs? The difference in pasture raised versus caged.
Yeah.
The
like
yolk.
Orange,
Oh my God, dude! It's actually what we typically get because we're saving $1 on the carton is shit. Like, it's better than alternatives, I guess, but it's like dull yellow.
That's all factory farming, man.
Factory farming.
So terrible for you.
Yeah, you get like really good carton of eggs and you see it, you're like, holy shit! Like, what am I? Yeah, I don't know, man.
And a lot of those local farms are going out of business because of that, because they were so. And that back to capitalism and monopolies and shit. Like, all these big companies are just putting them out of business. So we're losing the mom and pop farm. You know? And around here, there's so much history of like all these old farms and mills and things like that that built these communities and can't survive. Like DePiro, DePiro's?
Yeah.
I was a bank teller at one point. So I met, one of the DePiros. They would come in for banking. And now, he had to sell that. and now it's some big shopping center now, you know, which is crazy. So,
that was a huge farm.
Yeah.
That was like the one.
Yeah.
We got to get back to, like, I'd love to be able to figure out how to do it even here. Like, I'm not gonna worry about the world right now, you know, like, but how can we build more of that community? I mean, I think Westwood does a pretty good job, to be honest.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I mean, community farming is
what could we do though?
So I'm from like ancient history. The Incas, I believe, they would take their stuff to market, but everybody who grew stuff before the market opened would trade. So like you grew potatoes, I got some corn. You take for your family, I take for my family, and then whatever's left over, then they sell. So it's like a community farming, and that's why they're nutrition-wise. That's why they were like actually really, really healthy back then, because everybody grew like a thing, one thing or two things. And then, you know, you're actually literally growing it for your neighbor, and then your neighbor's growing your food for you.
Yeah. I'd love to get back to that, dude. I've never even done it.
Yeah.
But I'd love to experience it, I guess.
We all should. And then, you know, lawns are a fucking sham, too.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Everybody should be growing food on their fucking lawns. Whatever. That's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much information and knowledge that's out there that I think that we know. We talk about it. We have these conversations. I'm sure you mentioned you have deep conversations with your friends. Like I do too. And then we go back to our lives.
Yeah. Because as an individual, it's so hard. It has to be a collective.
It has to be. You have to be inspired by each other.
Changing of the mind. You know? And
Yeah.
It's like it's hard to do.
It is hard to do.
There's so much fighting about it, and this person's wrong, that person's wrong.
Everybody wants to be the guy. Everybody wants to be the leader. Everybody wants to. Not everybody's built that way.
No, I don't want to be a leader. Shit.
Most people are not. Like realistically, but you know, social media things have made a lot of people believe in themselves differently.
Dude. Do you know? I mean, I know you're kind of like influencer, social media guy, right? But your personality in person matches your personality
on social media.
On social media,
that's a beautiful thing to hear,
right?
Yeah.
And I know people who are trying to be influencers, and then I know them in real life.
Yeah.
And it's like,
oh, I see it all the time.
It's like, bro.
I see it all of the time. And I learned, again, going back to like experiences, I learned it the hard way. I lived two lives. So I was up here. My wife, you know, it said we've been together since high school. She didn't come down to the studio with me. She wasn't in like the hood. She wasn't, you know. So I'd come home and I'm here. She'd hear me talking to my friends in the studio, and she'd be like, "You are so influenced by the culture. Like you're not even acting like you're like." So I know the whole, you know, trying too hard. I've tried too hard. I've been that person in the past. And I just decided, like, you know, I know how to do social media. I know how to be consistent with it. I have fun with it. I also don't think there's any one way to do it.
No.
I just think it's be consistent, do what you do, do what you love. Let people talk about you, for better or for worse. Who gives a shit?
I think authenticity.
Yeah, dude.
Really resonates.
1,000 people. In the music theory was always like, if you have 1,000 people who loyally purchase your music, purchase your gear, go to your shows, you know, do everything. Like, you're making a living doing what you love.
Yeah.
You don't need to shoot for like what somebody else is or what somebody else has. You don't need to do that. You need to build your community, and there's only one way to do that.
Yep.
And that's being true.
Yep.
You know? And I used to mentor these kids, a lot of these artists, and like, you know, they want the cars and they want the chains and they want it. And I get it. And you can fake the funk and put it out on social media. I'm not telling you not to. If you have a plan that works, that you think will work, I'm not going to sit here and tell you you're wrong, right? I would advise not to.
Yeah.
But maybe you hit a lick. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm a believer that if you jump into that where you're like, I have it now, or I'm beyond where I'm actually at, you've eliminated so much of the journey that you can't go backwards. So if you pull up in a Lamborghini in your music video, there's this expectation that you have a Lamborghini or that you're around that kind of environment or that's who you are. And if you can't day to day, then what the fuck did you just do it for?
Yeah.
You better be really good at faking the funk.
Yeah.
You know? Whatever. I don't know. I think it's a crazy world, man.
It really is.
It's a crazy world.
It's all about perception, too.
It is all perception. I'm here to make if I had it my way, and I'm going to do this by the time my kids get, you know, years ahead, but I'm getting an RV and I'm gone.
Yeah, I was looking at an RV. I was following an RV towing a Jeep yesterday, and I was like,
I want it.
I just want to live like that.
I want to live like
be
that.
A nomad.
For
a while.
And think about it. You could be the traveling tattoo artist.
Yeah, I know.
You don't have to, you know, like you don't need
I'll set up in a national park. And
why not?
At the campsite, whoever wants to get tattooed, come get tattooed.
No, but seriously, why not?
Make my money that.
And on to the next city.
Yeah.
You ever seen the movie Chef?
Yeah.
You know, when they like the son or the family runs the social media and he goes city to city. I think that's the greatest concept for any business. And as long as you have something cool and unique. Yeah, I'm going to be in Jacksonville next week. Yeah, I'm going to be in, you know, Nashville in 2 weeks and whatever. And it's pop-ups.
Yeah.
But you get to see the country. I don't know. I'm out, dude. Do my podcast, do my music.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do it in Europe for a bit.
You want to backpack a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, even in a bus.
In a bus, yeah.
An RV. I mean, I guess I would have to rent one, but.
I want an RV, dude. There's this guy I follow, Tony TRV. Really great follow if you're into RVs.
Okay.
And you know he'll sell them. He gets deals on them. So like anywhere between $20,000 to $110,000 an RV. But you're talking 20% down. You're paying, dude, $200 to $1,000 a month.
I know.
And then I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck am I have a mortgage for?
Yeah, I know.
Like what am I
You can
doing?
literally sell your house and just live on the road.
Live on the road. It's my. You know, I love my wife, but that's not gonna gel. You know, it's not gonna happen. I don't think. Not anytime soon.
I think my wife would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's an artist too, and we're like.
I feel like
We're so fucking bored of our grind, and just want something different all the time. You know.
Maybe in due time.
Yeah, for sure.
Shit will follow you.
But they were even saying, just read an article, like there's a lot of the highest per capita millionaires are in Switzerland, and one thing that they don't do is buy a house. They just rent, and the money that they save for a house, they invest. So they're not. So, and they invest it like 3 different ways: locally, internationally, and some other thing. So they're divesting into different things, and so that gives them. And also being, you know, renting, you could always change location.
Yeah.
You could move into a nicer place, you could move into a smaller place, you could just leave for a while if you had to. There's no commitment.
Yeah, true.
No tie down. You know, you could move into a really nice affluent neighborhood, you know, if you wanted to, and just rent, you know?
Yeah.
If you're worried about education.
I mean, where we're at, you can't really go back.
Yeah.
Made the bed I lay in. I got to go figure out how to make a lot of money. That's like I just got to figure out how to make a lot of money. Yeah. That's it. But I do want an RV, dude, and I'm out. I'm gone. Told my wife, dude, when the kids are out of college, come. It's up to you. It's totally. I'm not even. I told her straight up, like, it is up to you. You can come, but if you don't want to,
yeah, I think I might do the same thing.
30 to 60 days at the very least, I'm out. And if I like it.
But I mean, you could even like just rent your house out too. Like,
well, that's a whole.
You could bounce and rent your house.
I read Rich Dad Poor Dad right before we bought our house, and I told my wife, like, we got to do the 4-3-2-1 system. Like, we need a 4-family for 3 to 4 years, and then we need a 3. Yeah, because I started understanding investment. I'm not good. That's not my world. Like, I'm a creative. Same. I don't really. Yeah. You know, I don't gamble. I try not to. Once in a blue moon, I throw some bucks on like a football game, but I lose. It's like I don't play. I like to make my money.
Yep.
I don't know, and hold it. It's not the way to do it. I'd love to be able to figure out how to invest smarter, you know.
That also takes a lot of time and.
It takes time and energy. I just need somebody who I can trust, a good financial advisor, a friend who just, you know, just do this, and I'll abide.
Yeah.
But I need to know it works before I commit. All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna wrap. Okay. Before we wrap, I want you to tell everybody where they can find you for one, social media. Start there. Lighthouse Tattoos.
So lighthousetattooNJ.com. Same thing everywhere. Social media, email info@lighthousetattooNJ.com. You can find me personally, Ray Does Tattoos, and that's same way everywhere too. Ray Does Tattoos at Gmail. That's all my Instagram. I think I'm on Twitter. I don't even know. I think also on TikTok. Yeah. You can find me. You can find me. I'm out there.
We'll put it. It's gonna be right here. It's gonna pop up right here. Ray, I appreciate it. We're gonna continue this tattoo, and we're gonna show the final results at the end. Westwood, New Jersey, Lighthouse Tattoos. Ray the man. This is the first time I've done this. And I don't know if anybody, obviously it's the first time I've done it.
I'm sure it's been done.
It's gotta
before,
be
but,
done.
I mean, we did it different.
We did it
We're
different.
special.
We did it different. Robbie Maxx Podcast. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you.
Dream chasing, no more time in the basement, no more time wasted. This is celebration, elevation, no more contemplation, no hesitation. This my destination. Heart racing, starting to lose my patience. Tired of feeling anxious, they wear too many faces. Anticipation, see before the changes. Shh, no more altercation.